This week on What Do You Got? Would you rather have unlimited money until you were 40 and then it all gets taken away, or get $20 million when you turn 40?
This is a very bizarre one. Stay tuned.
On this episode.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh, yeah.
Everybody, welcome back to the Bro Down Podcast. I'm Tim Fullen.
I'm Eddie Smith.
And this is What Do You Got? A little segment where we spring each other. I'm already off to a fantastic start. Where we come to the table with a topic that the other guy doesn't know about, and we spring it on each other. There it is. And Andy, it's your turn. Andy, what do you got?
40 for 40.
40 for 40.
Okay, so I didn't have a good one this week, so I just figured I'd give it a little, what would you rather?
Fair enough.
Would you rather, now starting at, say, 15-year-old decision. Now, you can have your thought process now, but just imagine you're 15.
Fair.
You have, say, $1 trillion.
Okay.
Just more money than you could ever do with. And you get to have that until you're 40. But you can't set up a bank account or anything like that you get after 40. And at 40, it all gets taken away. And you have to lead a regular life. Or when you turn 40, you get $20 million.
I would see, for me, it's no question on multiple levels.
Okay.
I definitely would take the money young. Definitely take the money young.
Okay.
Because, one, whether or not I'm correct, I feel like there are things I could do to set myself up. Like buy house cash. You might not have cash, even if it's a little shitting thing, so that you can still afford the property taxes. But
No, everything that you buy gets taken away.
everything.
Everything.
So when I turn 40, it's like Cinderella's story. When I turn 40, I get just stripped away of everything.
Yeah, so like you buy a $20 million mansion, you can't just sell it after they take all your stuff away and then you end up with a $40 million. Like when you turn 40, all the assets that you own are stripped from you.
See, I still feel like there are ways that I could finagle this.
I'm part of the rule set is you have to lead a normal life. You have to get a 9-to-5 job or whatever at 40 and then just do that.
Okay. I'm still okay with that. Because I can spend my earlier life not working. I can get 17 degrees because who cares?
Would you do that? If
No,
you
I'd
had
probably
$1 trillion, would you do that?
No, I'd probably play video games nonstop.
Broad horizons. What did you have $1 trillion? Video games all day. That's it. I'm leaning towards the 20 million at 40.
Yeah, but that's so old to start being rich.
Think about how little consequences any decisions you make if you know that when you turn 40 you get $20 million.
I see what you're saying, but
And it also too, for me, I think the mind fuck of being that not worried about anything for 40 years or 25 years, and then all of a sudden it's like I don't know what to do. Like I'm used to just doing whatever, whenever, not worrying about money, anything. The mind fuck of being like, I don't know how to pay my bill. Like I can't go here because I got to spend money. Like you would probably break down mentally.
I guess. But it would be a hell of 25 years.
100%. It would be. It would be.
Just go out living large. Just do it when you're 15. And when you hit 40, just be standing on the Golden Gate Bridge.
How many people would be dead?
Dude, stand on a Golden Gate Bridge with this intricate little, walkway that you purchased. And you're just sitting there waiting for midnight. Because once midnight hits, everything you've purchased gets taken away.
Yeah.
And then you just...
Oh, no. Not like it disappears, like they repossess it.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to watch someone else live in your house, drive around your yacht, your Maserati, whatever car you have, and you just have nothing.
I just imagine it literally physically disappearing. Literally like Cinderella. Like someone waves a wand and
Yeah.
all your shit goes away.
Because it's... I totally get the 25 years of just doing that's it. Just do whatever.
Just do whatever.
But there is that when you're about to go on vacation
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh, like it's almost here. And then like you're on the vacation, and then after the vacation, you're like,
My brother's funny because when he's on vacation, he'll spend like a good chunk of the time being like, one less day of vacation.
yeah.
Ugh.
That's how I feel the mindset would be after like the first 10 years. I think after 10 years on the tail 15, you'd just be like, oh no, I only got 14 years, 364 days left.
Yeah, but it'd be hell.
It would be.
It would be a hell of a good.
It would be. I don't know why.
Plus,
Maybe, okay, so what about if you got like $100 million at 40?
see, that might turn the tides a little bit because $20 million, don't get me wrong, is a shit ton of money that I'll never ever see in my entire life.
Yeah.
But it's not as much money as you think it is. It's not quite as much money as you think it is.
No, it's just everyone knows this conversation where like you playing lottery night, they're like, nah, it's only like 35 mil. Like, that ain't worth it. Who wants to win that? They probably take like 15 out for taxes. You're left with 15 million.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's chump change.
Yeah, it's fucking
Well, you got to put a limit on it somewhere. Otherwise, you'd be going playing the lottery every fucking night.
like everyone everyone that I know that plays the lottery, they don't just play once in a while.
I do.
But you're like a rarity. The people that play when it gets big are the rarity.
Yeah.
Most people that play the lottery, it's just like they just play the lottery.
habit,
Play
yeah.
the lottery. Now,
For me, and this is a little off topic kind of, but for me, playing the lottery is just kind of allowing myself to daydream for a little while, but
Yeah.
in detail. Like, it's not just like, oh, I wish I was rich. It's like, oh, the lottery's $200 million. If I won that, half the taxes, $100 million. I would probably split it with my family 5 ways. I get 2 of the ways, so that would be $40 million. Now I have $40 million cash, tax-free. What do I do with that? I would buy this house. And I go into detail, like,
you could get a new floor.
hey, my floor's in.
I know. You don't need a new floor now.
I don't need a new
So you don't
floor.
even need a new house now.
Yeah, well.
Put an addition. Build a house around that house. Just over the top of it. No, it'd be... there's something to be said about it. It is kind of like a little bit of a... Like an adult... Like kids play army men. And like they can actually visualize like the army men shoot each other. That's what adults do with lottery tickets.
Yes, that's exactly what they do.
Yeah. It's like, I drive this car and blah, blah, blah. And then it's like 10 at night. And you're like, I got to go to work in the morning. Fuck.
Yeah.
Got to make money to buy lottery tickets.
So I can keep doing this cycle.
That is a bad... Dude, you ever be behind somebody at like a Quick Check or 7-Eleven and just watch them drop bills?
I used to work at the liquor store, and we would have a couple people who would drop hard money.
When
This
it's
one
soft
guy,
money. When it's soft money.
well, it was change.
Oh,
It,
that actually makes sense. Touche, sir.
touche, you know,
comeback.
like $40 in quarters. No, but like this guy would like, I'm thinking one guy in particular, but he would come in, he would like every other day he was just dropping $100 at least.
Yeah. That's insane.
I can only imagine what he made. He probably did real well for himself in life, but still.
I don't know, dude. Most of the people that I know, well, that's not true.
He was a shirt and tie type.
Yeah,
guy,
that's
though.
not true. There's a lot of people I know that like do well
Yeah.
that like still just spend money like crazy on lottery tickets. But that's like after you play for how long? Like how long do you play for? There's got to be a time limit on like if you don't stop playing every day, you're never going to stop playing every day. Like nobody plays the lottery for 30 years and then one day is like, I'm done. Right?
No.
But like there is that thing where like some people will play for a little stint and then they're like, nah, I think I'm wasting too much money on this.
I did date a guy who put himself on that do not serve thing. It's not for like normal lottery, but for Atlantic City and stuff like that, you can put yourself on a registry so you're not allowed to play. But obviously you can still walk in and play, but if you win, it's $600. If you ever win more than $600, you have to go fill out forms and stuff. And if you're on that list and you make more than $600, when you go up there, they won't give it to you.
What about when you lose money? Why is it only when you win money?
You put yourself on the list.
Yeah, but shouldn't it be the other way around? Like when I lose $600, don't let me bet my house. Not like, hey, I'm actually winning for once. And they're like, no.
No,
You're a piece of shit.
Well, now you know you can't win. You can't. You cannot win more than $600, which the people who put themselves on that list are.
Yeah, but you see the conundrum there with like how that's backwards.
I see what you're saying, but they're not going to sit at the door and check the registry for every single person who
But
walks
what I'm
in.
saying is if you have a gambling problem,
Yeah.
why would you put yourself on a list to not win money? If you
Because-
went there with 200 and you get up to 600, you can't. The most that you can lose is the 200 you came with. But when you get to 600, they're like, "Well, we don't want you winning anymore and then losing it because that would be."
It's not just winning 600. You have to win $600 on a bet.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like they should have it the other way around, where like if you lose 600, like if you go to cash in $600 worth of chips,
Yeah.
and you don't go and recash those out, it should be like you bet 600, you're cut off. If you have a gambling problem, there shouldn't be a cap on how much you can win when you're a gambler or a gambling problem. It should be a cap on how much you lose.
But the whole point is that if there's a cap on winning, there's no point in playing.
yes, but if there's not a cap on losing, you can sit there all day and bet your house.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like you can bet whatever you want. You're not going to win money. So there's no point in going. That's the point.
Oh, like a deterrent.
It's a deterrent. Yeah.
Oh.
If you went if you
That's
knew,
a pretty fucked up way to do that system.
it is, but it's the only way to do that. Well, I shouldn't say that. But if you knew, granted, no, you're not going to win the lottery. You're not going to win it. But you have a minuscule chance of winning it. If you bought a ticket and someone said, by the way, the odds of winning are literally 0. You cannot win this. You're just giving me money for paper. You'll be like, well, I'm not playing. That's dumb.
Well, people still do that. You could
But
tell.
there's a minuscule chance.
That's what I mean, though. There's those people that have those problems, or those are the people that'll still bet on that.
Not if they can't win.
No, but that's the point. Those are the people who you tell them like you can't win this. Like the Jets are down by 56 points, and you're like, yeah, but there's still 3 minutes left, dude. Like I know that they can pull it out, and you're like, no, they can't. And they're like, dude, I'm putting $1,000 on it. Like that's
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's how they get there. Me and you don't think like that because we don't have a gambling problem.
That's a good point.
I see what you're saying now with the deterrent of that.
Yeah.
I didn't get that at first because I'm like, if they have a problem, why don't they just make a maximum they can lose? Instead of making it be like, well, there's no point in winning because you can only win 600.
And the people who play, they're not playing quarter slots. Or
Is it
anything like
only
that.
600? Is that the only amount they allow, or can you write down a certain amount?
No, that's the only amount because that's the amount that you get taxed at. So if you place $5 on red and you win $10. They'll give you $10. If you put $300 on red, no. If you put $600 on red, you've won $600. That's now taxed, so it has to be traced. So you have to go to the table, or to wherever. You have to sign paperwork so the government can follow you. And when you're doing that, if you're on the list, then you're next. You're not getting it.
Yeah. Okay. So you just don't get the money.
I think that's how it works. I'm
That's
pretty sure that's how it works.
Fucked up. Imagine a gambler who like got clean and was like, I'm just gonna do it one more time. And forgot that he put himself on the list, and he won like $500,000 on a bet, and then he goes up to cash it, and they're like, sorry, you're on the list. You're on the naughty list.
You're on the naughty
It's
list.
like you can never get that money.
That's kind of fucked up. But he put himself there.
Yeah, but dude, that's like gaming the system. It's so fucked up that they're like, it only works for them, which is how casinos usually are run. But that law is like, it only benefits us. It only benefits us.
Well, if the people have a gambling addiction, then in theory it helps them quit it.
Yeah.
That benefits them.
Yeah, but they're still like $600. Like you win 600.
Anything under
You can win 600. All right, so you'd take it at 15.
15.
All right, I think I would go with the 40.
That's fair.
I think I would go with the 40.
You could live with me in the first half.
Move.
That would be the move.
That would be the move.
That would 100% be the move.
So at what point would it switch to taking it at 40? 100 million?
Yeah, probably double digits. Post-tax double digits or triple digits.
Okay. Okay.
Fair. All right, guys, let us know what you would do in the comment section down below. Would you take an infinite amount of cash at 15, knowing it runs high and dry when you turn 40 years old? Or would you want to have that little golden nest egg at 40 years old and have $100 million to play with after the fact? Let us know. Have $100 million to play with after the fact. Let us know. Don't forget to go to Bro Down Pro. We have new stuff coming out all the time. Kind of, sort of. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're out this bitch.
Peace.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh.